Alright boys, we are back with another losing trade recap. Just posted last night's NQ trade, which is a really good trade. That was a winning one. And now I gotta come on here and talk about how I fucked up today. And this is actually one of the only trades in this past month that I've actually felt is I actually could have really avoided it, and it wasn't just based on price action. I completely read the market wrong today. So let's get into it, tell you exactly where I fucked up. And yeah, so coming in on the day, we're on I was always starting off on the 4-hour time frame, and this massive candlestick here and this massive fair value gap led me to believe that we were going to go bullish. And one of my biggest mistakes for today is I didn't mark out equilibrium, which I should have done, and I usually do. So I should have marked out equilibrium, which was here. And if I had done this, I would have seen that we were not in equilibrium. And I was really set on taking longs today for the session. And I saw that we had this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. I said in the daily analysis, if we get a push above this fair value gap, I will assume that it's, that it's going to get disrespected and we will move bullish, taking out this high, and probably continue another leg up. And that was what I was looking for today. I was looking for a bullish movement to sort of continue yesterday's price action. So when I saw this 15-minute candlestick closure above, I was so horny for longs. And just that one candlestick closure sort of got me stuck in my head thinking that we were going to go continue that bullish movement. I marked out equilibrium from these range lows to these range highs. It had this little fair value gap marked out, but obviously that did not get hit. Scaling into a 5-minute time frame, we do see some decent price action here, and I won't be able to show you executions, I'm not on the right account, but we see equilibrium tapped. We see this 5-minute bearish fair value gap here. If I was looking for a long here, thinking that if we closed above this, we've inversed that fair value gap, we will be moving higher. I was going to put stops there, TP1, and then sort of TP2 chasing these further highs. However, we obviously didn't close above that candlestick there. So what I did is I waited for this candlestick here. This is the movement that I was looking at. So very bullish, very strong up candle on the 5-minute. And for me, I was looking at that 5-minute candlestick closure inside the fair value gap, knowing that it was thinking there was just a retracement so that we could push higher. We get a 1-minute candlestick closure here, and all I used that for was to signal that yes, we are going to go further on the 5-minute time frame, and we are going to respect, or we are going to disrespect this 5-minute fair value gap here. So I entered a long position off of there, placed my stops based on the 5-minute because I don't really like placing them on the 1-minute, to be honest. Stops were underneath this low here, the equilibrium low. Take profit 1 here for a 1.6R. TB2 was way up here, and I was gonna knock off a little bit in here at a fair value gap. So that was my trade for the day. Looking back at it, it wasn't a bad entry. And if I go replay trading and show you guys this, I mean, realistically, I probably would have entered off of that anyway, because that is an inverse fair value gap. That's enough confirmation for me on a 5-minute time frame to be entering. This movement here looks like it's going to go bullish. And then even if I played it a bit further, you see we create this 5-minute fair value gap, and then it gets tapped back into and reacted off of there. So realistically, because of my bias today being bullish, I would have 100% entered a trade off of this candlestick regardless, because that looks textbook for me, saying that we're going to come take out these highs, and that's just my trading strategy. However, the only thing that I could have and should have really done is I should have been looking at that hourly time frame and realistically waiting for a higher time frame candlestick closure above these above this hourly fair value gap, whether that be hourly candlestick closure or just something a bit stronger than a 15, because today obviously I got fucked in the market and lost 2.1% of my account, got a little bit done due to spread. But yeah, overall not a bad trade, but there were definitely ways that I could have avoided it. And if I was looking for shorts today, I actually wouldn't have been able to find a trade. Price sort of created this fair value gap, disrespected it, chopped around, and then just completely shit. There's been no entries through this whole bearish movement. So for the day, definitely not the cleanest price action, but definitely ways that I could have avoided that trade. Lost 2% of my account, and yeah, that's my GJ trade for the day. I'm signing off the charts for the next few hours. I'll be back on at 4:30, 5 o'clock-ish, looking for it set up for the London session. However, we do have high impact news releasing at 5. So anyways, that's my trade for the day. Thank you boys for watching, and yeah, don't do whatever the fuck I did today. Save yourself some money. Peace out.